Hey guys, this is Peter, and well, today I want to talk to you about some TV boxes. Now, I've been reviewing TV boxes for years. These ones are a little bit different. You may have heard of them. I've shied away from these ones for years. The SuperBox, and there's even one called the Dingbox, and well, there is the VSee Box, and I have them all right here. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, well, here's the Dingbox too. Let's take a look at them, see what's similar, and talk about what is different. So, all of these are Android TV boxes. Now, Android TV allows you access to the Google Play Store and allows you to run thousands of apps, just thousands of apps. All of them have a remote that allows you to control your TV as well as the box. In fact, they're both Bluetooth, so it's really nice because you don't have to be line of sight. Pretty nice. But let me just get into some of the differences. All right, let me take you through each one of these boxes. First up is the SuperBox, and here it is, the splash screen that it gives you when it boots up. There we go. Cool little graphic. And we end up with, there it is, SuperBox. And then we end up with the interface. Now, the interface, if you don't mind me saying so, is rather plain, but highly functional. It does suggest some things. Here, I'm going to go and take a look at, let's take a look at the box itself. So under Device Preferences, we can see under About, we're going to see that we are looking at the SuperBox S7 Max with 64 gigs worth of storage, 4 gigabytes worth of RAM, running Android 12. And what makes each one of these boxes, unique is, their Play Store, or the access to the Play Stores. And there's even a button that says App Store. Well, there it goes. So you saw the Google Play, and there's also this App Store, a secondary store. And what's in here? Well, Blue VOD, Blue TV, Blue Sports, Playback, Backup, those are all good. The rest of this, let me just summarize by saying I don't see the value. I wish they'd get rid of all of these. They used to have some gray apps, but they were like additional stuff. The blue apps were the best, but those are all gone. So you're stuck with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good apps. The Blue Sport's pretty good, and the Backup TV, I'm actually downloading it right now. But the VOD is excellent, and the TV is very, very good. Next up, we have the Dingbox, and the Dingbox is, it's very similar to the SuperBox. I mean, the two devices are almost identical, and their specs are identical. The remotes are interchangeable. Even the little startup graphic is downright similar. Now, where they differ, however, is in that App Store. So as we step through, it's rather plain. You'll see that each thing has a MAC address. It takes some APKs, which are universal, and locks it down. All right, here I'm using my IoT. That's the way you should do it. You want to use your network, your IoT network. This is the Dingbox D2, 4 gigs worth of RAM, 64 worth of storage, Android TV version 12. So that's what you're looking at. And let's go over to that App Store. So there's an App Store and a Play Store. We want to take a look at, the Play Store is just your standard Google Android TV Play Store. And so you may notice, hey, why is there Netflix here? Isn't that on Android TV? No, Google TV has those apps. So they had to add Disney Plus and Netflix so in case you wanted to run that from here. That's the limitation of Android TV. But those were those same blue apps. Now they do also have 2 extra apps on the Dingbox. And you have to install these using the browser. They're separate. There's Sun TV, which has some TV programs, several channels. Don't quite see the value in that. And then the Sun Plus, which is, let's call it adult entertainment. And yeah, if you're into that, that's your box. So VSee Box, this is another one. And I'm going to show you, it is highly different. It looks much different. It has a different remote. Here. These are the remotes for the SuperBox, and for the Dingbox. Look, they're other than the part where it says SuperBox, they are the same. The remote for the VSee Box, it's physically thicker. It has a lot more heft to it, and it lights up. Both of them have the ability to push a button and talk to it, and they don't do a global search, but if you go into an app, ooh, this is important. It just, on boot, it launched something. I told it to quick start and go directly to the news. I'm going to stop that because we're not watching the news. But you could see there's the apps. The Heat, Live Plus, Live Ultra, the Heat Video on Demand, and Video on Demand Ultra. And then there's a backup Heat. So all of those are working. Here's the secondary store. There's a Disney Plus again because it's Android TV. There's Netflix and Prime Video because those need to, well, there's all your other apps. Clicking on them installs them. It's pretty darn easy to do it. I love the Contact Us button too. Having the ability to contact them is great. In fact, they do have a really easy way to report, hey, this program I was trying to watch isn't streaming properly, and it's really nice. Let's take another look. Okay, again, I'm using the right kind of network. You want to use your IoT network. Device preferences. This is a bit different. This is the V6 Plus. It has Android 14 on it. Android 14 is much newer than Android 12. And it has, well, a different way of reporting its memory, apparently. Where is it? Under storage. I'm going with storage. There it is. It reports it differently. Here, we have 4 gigs worth of RAM and 64. That's a hard drive plugged in. Don't pay attention to that 500 gigs. So it's the 58, which is really 64. They just report it differently. This is one neat box. This is my favorite by far. I'd say the differences between these 3 boxes come down to this. The VSee Box leads in resolution. It says it's 8K reception instead of my TV's 4K. But this says it's 8, and the other boxes say that they're 6. Android TV 14 versus 12. That's a big better remote. That's another one for VSee. Electronic programming guide is universal between all those apps. You navigate them all the same, and that's kind of nice. Better for subtitles. In fact, there's a subtitle button right on the remote. And a better overall interface. I like the interface better. And the quick launch feature. VSee is a better choice, in my opinion, across the board. Anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I have some great stuff coming up. You know, these data centers are soft targets for a drone attack. So I would definitely back up my cloud stuff now because that would shut down the internet. And, well, you don't want to lose your pictures of your kids. So new stuff coming up on network attached storage. See you in the next one, guys.